Hey y'all, welcome back. So, where did I leave off last time before the Sloppy Joe fiasco and no knives and all of that? I was telling you all I was in physical therapy, lymphedema mitigation and the long, uncomfortable sausage casing sleeve that I'm having to wear for the next several weeks. So, what's next? So all these things have been happening, right? And at my visit to the oncologist office after having that axillary lymph node dissection, I asked her, so, my cancer was originally staged as a 2B. Would you restage it now? And she said yes. And I said, to what? And she said to a 3C. Meaning that the initial staging was based on the size of the tumor, but after chemotherapy and the axillary lymph node dissection and what we know today about how aggressive it was and how much it had spread through my lymph nodes, my cancer turned out to be a 3C. So now you all know there's only 4 stages of cancer, right? And then there are 3 substages, I think, to each one, A, B, C. So 3C is pretty far down the road, and at every step for me it just has felt like the news just keeps getting worse and worse, and is not going in the direction that I thought, like chemo's gonna knock this out and it's all good. So the oncologist then referred me to the next phase of my treatment. She referred me to a radiation oncologist to begin my radiation treatment of my left breast and armpit. And so I'm in that treatment now, and we'll have 28 total treatments. I go every day, Monday through Friday, and the entire process of CT scans every day and the radiation takes less than 15 minutes. And it takes me longer to drive to the hospital, get to the radiology area in the basement, get undressed, and takes me longer to do all of that than the actual treatment itself. And people have asked me if it hurts. And again, I'm looking at talking points, my notes here, so that I don't forget things and keep it in order. It does not hurt. I don't feel a single thing. Quite honestly, I'm not even sure sometimes when the radiation is being delivered, because they do CT scans first, and these big, huge machines, different parts of it come across me, run across me, and then when it's delivering radiation, the same thing is happening. It's the same machines, and so I often can't discern. I mean, they've kind of told me how I can tell, but I don't have any real side effects from it. One of them is it can change your skin, and for women of color, often you'll see pictures and it looks like your skin's red, maybe like a lobster, a light red, a dark red, a bright red. For women of color, they've prepared me that it often, and I've had 2 friends, one who went through radiation and one who's currently in radiation, tell me that as Black women, their skin looks like they came off that they've been charcoal grilled, and they came off a grill. It's black and very discolored. So I don't have any of that yet. It also can make you extremely fatigued. I can't discern any additional fatigue. I'm still fatigued from 5 months of toxic chemo and 2 surgeries, and I don't think I've gotten I haven't gotten my stamina and whatnot back, so I don't feel any more fatigued, let me put it that way. But the radiation oncologist also told me that side effects likely, whatever I'm gonna have, will likely show up between week 3 and 4. So it still could come, and it will likely involve irritation to my skin. Could be anything, like I said, from red, like a sunburn, to a piece of charcoal meat. She recommended aloe vera aquaphor, so I do use aquaphor on the area, rubbing it in every night, but I can't have anything on me, no deodorant, nothing 4 hours before treatment, so that's why I do it at night. So because my breast cancer was hormonal, I am able to benefit from hormone treatment, so my oncologist prescribed letrozole for me. and it works by decreasing the amount of estrogen hormone that my body makes, which in turn can slow or stop cancer cells from growing or spreading. So I'll be on this medication for 10 years, not 20, I'm sorry, 10 years. Post-radiation, I'll start another pill that is called abemaciclib. Common brand name is Versenio. I'll be on that for 2 years, possibly 3, depending on the outcomes of a clinical trial that's now testing the efficacy of 3 years. But don't take it while you're on radiation. So when I finish radiation, I'll start that pill. So 1 pill for 10 years, 1 pill for 2 years, and radiation in between. So then the oncologist basically said, and I'm paraphrasing, because I asked in response to me asking, what's my likelihood of recurrence? What's, those types of questions. Let's have these hard questions. She said that, and I'm paraphrasing, the letrozole, the radiation, and the Versenio is basically science's contribution to my health, and that my contribution is to eat a whole food plant-based diet, lose weight, go away, lower my BMI and exercise. Okay, and I asked my breast surgeon, what should I do? What's in my control? And my breast surgeon said, a whole food plant-based diet. She gets on my nerves, y'all. She gets on my, you know how people get on your last nerve? She has gotten off my last nerve and jumped on my reserve nerve. I can't stand her. It's the last one I have left. Go ahead, have your moment.
Continue. I mean, I'm just saying that I've been saying this. I've been done said that. Ever since she got sick and she came down here, I've been done said the fresh produce, the whole foods plant-based diet. And you don't even have to cook it. I was preparing it for her, seasoning it up, loving it. And she was like, I have cancer, I want my food to taste good. Now I got little kids at the table eating the food and she's like, I don't like kale. I only like cucumbers on Tuesdays. Green peppers are too crunchy. Corn is too mushy. Where's the bagel and the muffin and all that? And then we go, and I was with her at the doctor's appointment, and the doctor was like, the best thing you can really contribute is a whole food plant-based diet for your health and, to reduce your risk of reoccurrence. And I was in that office like, oh my gosh. And she was like, oh, okay, doctor, thank you.
Cat.
I understand now.
Right.
It's really all coming together for me. And I was like, I'm not going to tell you what I said because I'm a good Christian girl. But go ahead, continue.
Thank you. This is my video. Anyway, ooh, she gets on my nerves so badly. So yes, I have always known that a whole food, plant-based diet, I am not stupid. Those of you who know me personally know I have a reasonable amount of intelligence. I know whole food, plant-based eating is the healthiest. But y'all, I was in the middle of chemo, everything. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I didn't want to eat no kale, right? It was already bad enough. And this girl, everything had kale and mushrooms in it. And when she threw the blueberries in with the kale salad, I was done, okay? But yes, I know that is the healthiest eating. And here's what I can say. In my defense, before y'all start cheering her on, I've never been able to make that shift. And it's always seemed so radical to me. And where I was mentally from the early diagnosis of cancer and cutting off my locks and going through chemo, where I was mentally, I just couldn't do all the things at once. So, and I didn't, but now the timing is right. The timing is right. And I'm in a better frame of mind. The dots align, and the way, rather than trying to shove it at me, what the doctor said is, this is science's contribution to your health. And when I asked, what can I do? What's my contribution? It is eating both separately, different appointments. They are not even in the same building. The breast surgeon said, and the oncologist said, whole food, plant-based dieting. And I'm taking this medical advice to heart because guess what, y'all? My oncologist told me I am cancer-free. So Can we just take a moment? I'm not gonna burst in tears. Can we just take a moment? Hey, I am cancer free. I'm cancer free. It's gone. It's gone. Deuces. Hope to never see you again. And what the oncologist said is, if you were to leave right now and say you're cancer free, I'm out, I have a 65% chance of recurrence. But I'm not peace out, doc. So I'm doing I'm taking the letrozole, I'm doing the radiation, and when I finish radiation, I'll start this Versenio pill for a couple of years. And doing those 3 things reduces my chances of reoccurrence to between 32 and 35%. That's a big drop, right? But, you know, my sons were like, Mom, that's still basically a 33% chance. So that science's contribution to my health takes me from a 65% chance of reoccurrence to a 32 to 35% chance, and my contribution to my health further reduces that. And the further I go, what they said was, eat, that's your diet, lose weight, lower your BMI, and exercise. That's my contribution to my health. Now, if she had just said that at the beginning, if she just said the reason you need to eat kale and mushrooms is because that's your contribution to your health, I probably wouldn't have been so resistant to it. It's all about, you have to put things in, make it make sense. And reducing my chance of reoccurrence of cancer now that I'm cancer free, now that I'm cancer free, that's a big motivator. So, mushrooms. I'm not getting ready to bite this, but so hence, that's how I got to the black bean sloppy joes. And I am, it's an incredible emphasis or reminder to me every day to love myself first and foremost, and to be to take charge of my own health. And so I'm gonna do those things. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm still gonna eat a bagel and some cream cheese every now and then, but I'm shifting to a plant-based whole food diet. So
anyway, the kids told me, she came to my house the other day and I wasn't there, and the kids were like, oh, they call her Missy. Missy borrowed a book from you. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I get here today, y'all, she borrowed Afro Vegan. I mean, I was trying to fix stuff out of this cookbook while she was staying with me. I was like, oh my gosh, we could have this citrus salad with arugula and grilled corn on the cob and the greens and squashes, tofu curry with mustard greens. And she was like, nobody want to eat like that. I'm hungry. We're DoorDash. And then I come over here and she took my cookbook. Like, it's one of my favorite ones. But anyway, I'm glad that you have crossed this path, and apparently I don't deliver my messages the same way that the oncologist delivers her messages.
Exactly.
But
she was going to kill me trying to get me to eat whole food plant-based.
Hey, I'm your sister.
The oncologist was giving me life, was speaking life into me. That's all I can say.
She cooking your food for you, though. She's over there making them dollars, but I'm here slaving in the stove, over the stove, making the good stuff, right? She did not appreciate it. But
one more thing. Hold on just a second.
Oh, yes, the other cookbook.
My brother also gave me this back when I was in chemo, and I stuck it in a box someplace, so.
I brought it for her. I said, oh, Ronald sent you a package, and she opened it, you guys, and she was like, and it stayed right there the whole time. So now I see it's out on the counter.
But now, I am all about that life, right? All about that life. So we'll be joined. Did I tell you I'm cancer free? I'm cancer free. I am cancer free. They'll never say cured, so I won't say cured, because, you know, those little pesky cancer cells do what they do. But I'm about to do what I do too, and they have met a formidable opponent. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I probably won't, I won't make more videos when she's over here, because she don't know how to act, and she gets on that reserve nerve and everything. So anyway, thank y'all. See you next time.